McAfee.
Hey, everybody. Oh, man. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Here we go. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. See that, Bob? Hey, guys. Welcome to Kilroy's and Broad Ripple for the IndyStar.com Pat McAfee Show. Many of you are holding your cocktails, eating a little food, thinking, Pat, what the hell is that deliciously lovable, furry little animal you have with you? This is Brian, the breast cancer awareness unicorn. Okay, he will be hanging out with us all month here. I think I speak for everybody and say, big or small, save them all. We're all on Team Boobies. Breast cancer awareness is an awesome thing. And Brian will remind us of that all month. Okay, Brian? So Brian will be right here. Gosh, he's a good-looking fella there. That's a horn, you dumbass. He's a unicorn. Jeez. Big week this week. The government shut down, right? That happened today. Some people are happy. That's not good. America, yeah. They're still being paid not to work, though. It's almost like they all just jumped into Pat McAfee occupation, right? I don't do anything. They're looking for people to replace them, but every NFL fan is thinking anybody but the replacement referees, right? I think those people suck at life. You never want to see anybody get hurt. Jake Locker was out with a hip injury, not a good thing, but if you would have asked me if one person in the NFL was going to be out with a hip injury, I think we all agree that it'd be old man Adam Vinatieri, right? Man, I'm so excited that he has so much other stuff to do to watch this, right? He'll never hear about that. And if he did, he would kick my ass. No big deal. Terrell Suggs today said that he thinks Roger Goodell was in on the blackout scheme in New Orleans. It seems as if Terrell Suggs went to Ball So Hard University and majored in ways to piss off Roger Goodell. That guy is the man in charge of finding people. I think the last person you want to ever say anything negative about is the old commish. No doubt about it. Another big thing happened on Sunday. One of the most recent, well, the biggest bad guy in recent history disappeared on Sunday. I think we all know what I'm talking about. Lane Kiffin got fired. And also Breaking Bad came to a big finale. Walt passed away. But Lane Kiffin is obviously the most notorious bad guy. Oh, spoiler alert. Yes! Got him! Let me tell you how that happened. On Twitter the other night, okay, there I am, watching the Tweet Twat, watching football, okay? At one particular time, the entire Twitter blows up and it says, that was perfect. Everything was perfect. Rest in peace, Walt. He died, all right? So I'm scrolling through there, never watching Breaking Bad in my life. And I tweet, it appears that everybody's happy with what happened before Walt passed away, okay? I get 2,000 hate tweets from people in California telling me, thanks, Dick. We didn't get to see it yet. Where's the spoiler alert? So, this is a PSA reminding all of you that if you're waiting for the result of something, keep your ass off of social media, okay? Walt dies, Jesse gets away. Walt talks to his wife, his ex-wife. I didn't see the episode, this is what I learned on Twitter. Jeff Corman, give us a rundown, baby.
We have a great show today, Patrick. Of course, the panel is making their way up to the podium. Stephen Holder from the Indy Star and some other hack. We also have tonight, just a bit outside, Phil B will be here. You'll have a chance, online viewers, to win Seattle Seahawks Indianapolis Colts tickets. Maybe you do too, Bar. You never know. Jerrell Freeman, Colts Madman linebacker, will be here. So much more. Don't forget about fair catchphrase. Pat, do me a favor. You and Brian, take it away.
Hey, thank you so much, Jeffrey. Brian's giving me the little ass tail here. I like it. I like the view here. It's like I'm staring at Kravitz. Get it?
Overton.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at Overton.
No ass.
So, guys, how was your weekend? Huh?
Fabulous.
Spent it in sunny Jacksonville. Saw a football game.
How was Jacksonville?
It was interesting. That game took forever.
Ass kickings. It was
Exactly
awesome.
as we expected. Exactly what we expected.
I think it's safe to say that this has to be one of the most dominant defenses that Indianapolis has ever seen. I think Kravitz.
It's the best. It's the best secondary for sure that I can remember in my 13 years here. The best cornerback combination. You're terrific at safety, even without Landry. I mean, Delano Howell, whose name I'm sure I'm mispronouncing.
No, that was right.
Was it right?
Yeah, that was dead on.
Good for me, for a hack. So he's been very, very good. And your front, I mean, the front seven's been terrific.
Did you expect this going into the season? You couldn't have, I guess, right?
Not really. And quite honestly, after the first two games, I was a little worried about the defense. You know, I mean, you guys struggled keeping Terrell Pryor under control, and then I thought Miami had their way with the defense for most of that game. So this has been a nice revelation.
How about you, Steven? What did you expect from our defense before the season and what you see now? Man, I just burped up some guac.
TMI.
You're not going to get sick again?
No fever here.
No fever, okay.
They didn't win, by the way.
No, they didn't win. It's too bad. But, you know.
That is
Your fault.
That is, no, I was going to bring...
McAfee kiss of death.
No, I was going to bring the pie chart here. People's performance before coming on our show and then post our show. If you look at Hasselbeck's Indianapolis Colts numbers before he came on the Pat McAfee show, and then post Pat McAfee, he had a QB rating of 109.2 on Sunday, and I think it's all because of this show.
It had nothing to do with the fact that he hadn't played, right?
No, probably not, Steven. So what you...
Yeah, can we get back to my question?
Good one,
yeah.
Steven. Yeah, go ahead. What did you expect from defense?
I actually had very modest expectations before the season. And I think the last two games, for the time being at least, they have proven me wrong. And I know that's amazing, and I know that's unexpected that I was wrong, but
it is.
Yeah, but no, I really am impressed, and I want to give a shout out to Devontae Davis. He has been superb. I think the last couple games. That guy, Jim Irsay is going to be. He's going to have no money left when this guy's a free agent after the season. But no, I mean he really has played well, and he is. Well, that's a whole other story. That's right.
Monte and I have had our conversations about this coming off season, and I think he deserves to be paid something stupid. He's getting the Darrelle Revis treatment.
That is a premium position in this league. Those guys get paid, and he's earned it. I mean, he really has played at a high level. He's taken on the best that the opponent has to offer. Sometimes that hadn't been much, maybe, but he's done his job, and this will be a little bit bigger of a test this week against Seattle. But.
Yeah, what's our defense? Are they going to be able to control? Do you think they're going to be able to control Russell Wilson like they did with Colin Kaepernick?
I think it's a little harder because I think Kaepernick is a superb quarterback, but Russell Wilson I think is a little more comfortable in the pocket and doesn't necessarily look to get out of the pocket as much. Now Kaepernick stayed in the pocket so far this year, but at those times when it started to break down and he wanted to get out, he couldn't. Because you guys did do a good job of containing him. Russell Wilson, though, I think he hangs in there a little bit longer, and we'll try to find someone. So we'll have to see.
The big thing is keeping him off the edge. When he gets out to the edge, when he bootlegs, when he gets to the edge, he is a magician.
Let's talk about this real quick, because you were awfully hard on this guy. Donald Brown got an opportunity to get the rock.
He did.
Made a bunch of plays, right? So if you guys don't know this, Donald Brown was put in at the final play of the game against... Who was it?
Against Miami.
Dolphins.
Miami, yeah. And he missed a block, but the guy beat 2 people, really. I mean, let's be here and there. And these guys shredded him, right? Absolutely shredded him.
It's called being honest.
He bounced back, right? And this past week, ran hard, got his chance to get the rock. How do you think?
He's got a nice burst. He really does. And yeah, there were holes for him. I'm not dismissing what he did because he got through there very quickly. But I didn't see those holes for Trent Richardson. I'm still waiting to see what he can do. But he did what he was supposed to do. A nice trap block, boom, he's through there. Did a nice job of breaking the tackle and gained 50 yards. Longest gain of the year.
So you're saying he's opportunistic.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing to be.
But that's half the battle in this game. Also, a very, very good call on that play by Pep Hamilton. I got to give him credit for that.
How about Mike McGlynn playing center again? Previous guest of the Pat McAfee show, guys. If you were here last week, he was the guest. Was that last week?
Mr. Happy, yes,
Mr.
he was.
Happy, hates the Indy Star, came on here, made amends with you guys. Started.
Really, I missed that part of the show.
Not with you, with Shaq. Started at center again. How do you think he did?
I think he did fine. I think the line really has held up very well, given the injuries. I mean, Donald Thomas, we've almost forgotten this guy's gone. He's a very good player.
Thornton's been very good.
Yeah, I mean, give these guys credit. And I think Satelli being out for a couple weeks, you really haven't seen a drop-off. In fact, you've run the ball better in some cases, I think, in the last couple weeks. So, hey,
seven
kudos.
sacks in the first 2 games,
Yeah.
and only 3 sacks in the last 2 games, and you've run the ball exceedingly well. So I mean, I think it's fair to ask. I asked Pagano the question: do you stick with that combination? Do you stick with McGlynn at center and Lincoln back at right guard? He says no. He's going to go back to Satele. So we'll see what happens.
Speaking of sacks, Robert Mathis, right, is 1 sack away. That's right. He's an animal. God. And by the way, you will see Robert Mathis on an episode of Parks and Rec this upcoming season. You will see Robert Mathis, Andrew Luck, Reggie Wayne, Anthony Costanzo, I forgot who else.
A bunch of patience.
Pat McAfee?
Not
amazing. He didn't make the cut.
Good call. And I was right there at number 51 to get asked.
Yeah.
And the only top 6 made it. But Robert Mathis is 1 sack away from 100. He'll be the 30th player in the NFL history to get 100 sacks. What does that say about Robert, besides the fact that he's an animal?
Well, yeah, he is an animal, and I think there was always this question, and I think that Robert, who plays with a real big chip on his shoulder, heard the question, which was how would he react once he didn't have Dwight Freeney on the other side? And man, he is playing. I mean, this guy not only doesn't have Dwight Freeney on the other side, but he's playing a new position. He played a new position last year. He's playing a new position this year because he moved over to the other side, and he is playing at an extraordinarily high level.
He's a wild animal, and other guys feed off him. The guy we're going to have here tonight, Jerrell Freeman, was top 5 in tackles last season, top 15 in sacks and tackles this year. How does a leader like that, do you think, help Jerrell Freeman?
Well, it's big time because, I mean, the linebackers really, and especially inside linebackers, I mean, Jerrell knows this, that's kind of the heart and soul of your defense. Those guys got to be stout against the run. They make all the plays and make all the tackles. So you got to have leadership at that position, and you've got to have playmakers because you can't be one without the other in many cases. I think they have both of those.
Combined, if we played in 100 NFL games at D-line, how many sacks do you think us 3 would have?
How many sacks would...
Us 3.
Us 3? I think I'd end up in a sack.
Well, you know, I'm just so fast off the edge that, you know.
Sack, isn't it?
Oh, painful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No chance.
0. I think I'd pull a hammy just walking out in the field.
Well, I think what people need to understand now is Robert taking the Dwight Freeney spot. He gets chipped by a tight end, chipped by a running back, and a tackle.
People don't appreciate that.
That's a triple team, and that's why like Dwight Freeney's numbers went down because he was getting triple teamed every play. It's a shame he got hurt. We'll get back to that. Jeffrey, what do we got next, Hoss?
Patrick, very nice job up there. We're going to continue the panel discussion in a moment, but first we turn to another Indy Star journalist. That would be Philip B. Wilson. He goes to the Colts locker room. We call this Just a Bit Outside. Take a look.
Hi, Colts fans. Philip B. Wilson at the Colts Complex, and I asked the players, cameras on you, who do you give a shout out to, mom or dad?
You're going to make me choose one of my parents?
Well, I have everybody else.
Mom, because she worked her butt off to get me here.
Hi, Dad, because he would get upset if I didn't say hi to him. My mom would be all right with it.
I said Mom.
Yeah? Then you'd say Dad, too.
Yeah, my dad too. Always. I ain't leave y'all dad just in case you see this. I did not leave you. I said Mom first. You always got to put the woman, then you got to put your dad.
Mom, I just think it's natural. Everybody wants to think Mom first.
Really?
Right. I think so. For me, it is. Both, but more so Mom. I'm a mama's boy. It goes hand in hand, but my mother, she's always there to pick me up when I was since I was young. Let's see, it's a tight one. I'm gonna go with Dad. Mom.
No doubt? No explanation? You got to give me some...
Mama's boy. Oh, Mom, for sure. Mama's boy.
Really?
Yeah.
No question?
Yeah.
Okay.
The typical's Mom. I think I'd go Mom too, but I feel bad for the dads every once in a while. They don't get the recognition, so what's up, Dad?
Saying hi to my kids.
Yeah, that's totally detour.
I'm 38 years old. I'm not gonna say hi to my mom and dad.
Really?
Yeah, I'll say hi to my kids. Yeah.
And welcome back.
Use a little pep.
I don't know what his deal is.
Use some Landry juice or something.
You're a little dead, Brian. Great video by Philip B. Wilson asking people who their favorite parent is. That's brilliant. Good piece of marketing, good piece of journalism. Kravitz.
Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite kid?
My favorite kid?
Yeah.
The one who doesn't ask me for money every 15 seconds in college.
I like that. Stephen Holder, you have any kids?
I have 2 kids.
Which one's your favorite?
The one that gives me the most peace and quiet
Yeah.
at any given time, and so it can change.
I don't have kids, but it sounds like
you.
it sounds like a great time. God.
Yeah.
2 in college. 2 in college.
Did you hear your answer? Whichever one doesn't ask me for money, and yours is whichever one gives me more peace and quiet. I mean, that just sounds like the most fun in the world.
Yeah, you know, when you ask
Get right to
people,
it.
when you ask people if you should have kids, they always say, "Oh yeah, you should do it. It's great, right?" Well, they're lying to you.
How old are your kids?
Well,
Are your kids here?
well, no, they're not here. No, well, look, there's a lot of wonderful aspects of it. Okay, we all agree on that. There's a lot of other stuff they don't tell you about. That's all I'm saying.
Changing diapers.
Yeah, not fun.
Paying college tuition. Not having a life at home with your wife. It's great.
Gosh.
Other than that,
Other than that, it's all good.
My girlfriend's here
Blessed.
just going, she knows she's never going to have a kid probably now after this conversation.
Is that her walking out right now?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
her.
okay,
She
okay.
hates you. All right, so this weekend, what should we expect? Actually, big announcement. Big announcement.
All right.
You remember last week I talked about I signed autographs for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And the people were trying to figure out which one I was because there was only 3 white people on there. So they didn't think I was Costanzo because I was too short. I'm not Vinatieri because I was too young. So they all assumed I was Andrew Luck. So I signed Andrew Luck. For 2 hours I did that. So somebody at the Colts facility is watching this show, guys.
I'll bet they are.
So this week, hot off the press is...
You're in there?
Uh-oh. Who's R3 right here?
Wow.
Huh?
Very nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
The only problem I have with
All
it,
you had to
though,
do is beg.
Yeah, that's it. Just gotta beg. All you can see is my freaking nose with the way the lighting is. It's embarrassing.
just be thankful you're in there, buddy.
I never understood why people like mean mug cameras, like when they take a picture, like why are you doing
It's
that?
football, not Disney World. Come on.
So
Hello?
so everybody that looks at that is
We should
supposed
ask
to
a
be scared of
linebacker
me?
about that.
Jerrell Freeman's like one of the nicest humans ever. He just tackles every human that comes around him. All right, so let's get to it. What's going to happen against Seattle this weekend, Bob?
I think it's going to be a close, low-scoring game. I think, believe it or not, I think special teams and field position are going to be huge. I think both teams You're looking at 2 top 5 running teams, 2 top 5 defensive teams. They got a really, really good secondary, maybe the best in the league. You guys got one of the best secondaries in the league. I think something really small, like I don't know, a coffin corner punt.
Yeah, we can do that.
Something.
We can do that.
Something
I'm
in
the
special
punter.
teams.
I'm the punter for the team. If you guys didn't know that.
Is that what you do?
So when he says coffin corner, and I say I can do that,
Yeah,
forget
right,
it.
Right.
Yes, I love that. I love that response. Thank you, baby.
It's gonna be
Gorman,
something small. It's
get
gonna win
her
this
in
game.
fair catchphrase. Nah.
You know, I agree with everything he said there. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be one of those games that's not pretty. I think it's going to be ugly in a lot of ways because that's what Seattle does to you. But here's what I do like. I like the fact that what we saw against San Francisco and the style and demeanor that you guys played with, you can take that with you against Seattle, and you can get something done, I think. So
That's
I think
the blueprint, you think?
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you have receivers. You have better receivers than they do. I think your guys can get separation. I don't see anybody on their roster who can get separation from Vontae and Toller
Give
and
me a
everybody
score.
else you got out there.
Give me a score.
I think you guys will win 21-17.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Vinny will kick a field goal, though. Vinny will kick a field goal. So it's
By the way,
24-20.
Were you on the sideline saying, "Let me kick a 68-yarder"?
69.
Yeah. Were you? I figured you were in Pagano's ear.
I don't want
Let
to
me
talk
go.
about what happens in the locker room, but
Go right ahead.
at halftime, I said, "Hey, coach, I respect every decision you make. You are the boss.
Uh-huh.
But hey, man, there's an opportunity there. Let the big dog eat here. We're winning. The wind was at my back. It was we've played 2 back-to-back tornado games, and I'm real excited to get back in. Do you think the roof's going to be closed? What's the weather
It's
like?
supposed to be 64.
Close that thing. Good. Let's close that thing.
If you want the 12th man to be as loud as Seattle, you better
Close
it.
that thing.
Yeah.
And if you want to stand at a urinal and pee with a fan blowing your urine, that's what it's like to kick in wind. You know what I mean?
I don't know how to respond to that.
that was extremely vivid.
Here you are, and there's a fan. That's what life's like.
Thanks for the graphic.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the score, Stephen Holder, this weekend?
I did my picks right before I came here. I picked you guys to win. I say it's a 3-point game, 23-20.
Oh, I like that. A lot of field goals by Vinny.
That'll work.
I like that a lot. He's not going to miss an extra point, so it's good. But you know what, though? Jeffrey Gorman,
Yes, sir.
I have 2 tickets that I personally ordered
Oh, really?
for one special person
Oh,
in
really?
this crowd tonight. We're going to put him on this stage. We're going to ask him a trivia question.
Okay.
If they get it right, let's give them the 2 tickets. You got anybody in mind,
I
Jeffrey?
do have someone in mind. If you'll follow me in the back here,
Go make it happen here.
I'm going to make my way down here.
Slow
find
walk,
out.
Jeff. Don't worry about it.
I know, our show. I'm going to pick someone to come up stage with us right now and try and win 2 tickets to the Seattle.
Hot ticket.
That would be you, sir.
Come
Follow
on, buddy.
me now.
Come
right
on up,
now.
sir. Let's give this
go.
guy a round of applause, huh? You greedy bastards, everybody. He didn't pick me. I'm not clapping for that guy. That's what everybody else said. Yep, here we go. Yeah, you got it. By the way, we
real quick, tell us your name, where you're from.
Mike Carmel.
All right, Mike, get up.
Mike, come on up here, bud. How's it going, Mike?
Great.
You got a tattoo on your inner calf there. What is that?
Washington and Lee University.
Who?
Washington and Lee University.
Okay, okay. What did you major in?
Business. Wrestling. Wrestling.
We got a business. Let's go Penguins. We got a business wrestler over here. Okay, good. What do you do for a living now?
I'm an energy trader.
Energy trader.
Yeah.
Nice comeback.
What?
You could go ahead and ask him what that is. I think you need to know.
Gas, oil, natural gas, batteries,
Megawatts.
megawatts. You
can
just
trade
pick them
those?
up and sell them.
Yep.
How the hell do you do that, Jeffrey? Okay, ready?
Yeah.
This question is about me.
Okay.
Last year, there is a gross average and a net average, okay, in punting. The gross is how far you kick it. The net is how far they return it and we tackle them from the line of scrimmage. I broke an Indianapolis Colts record, okay? What was my gross average last year? Was it A, 46.1, B, 49.3. Or C, this is for 2 tickets to a really big game. Okay? C, 48.2. You got a microphone now, too.
B. 49.
49.3.
Yeah.
I wasn't that good, Mike. Get the hell out of here. Next. No, 48.2 is the answer. I apologize, though. We'll bring somebody
They're
else
making
up.
me work Sunday.
Yeah, you're all right, man. My favorite megawatt trader. Mike, thanks for coming up. Jeffrey, who's the next guest? Who's the next participant? Oh, somebody get loud. Get loud. Who get loud? Who we got? Oh, yeah. What's up?
Hustle up, kid.
What's up, bro? This guy's so bro right here. What's up, bro?
How's it going?
What's your name, man?
I'm Brian.
Brian, I love what you got going on here.
Thanks, dude.
So, let's talk about your life. What do you do?
I just graduated from IU. I'm a bartender in this.
Who?
Who's yours?
I like that. What you graduated with, your degree?
Public management. Spia! Where's my Spions? Anyone? Okay.
What the
Go
hell
Spia.
what is public management?
It's kind of like political science and business mixed, in a way.
Political
That's
science?
how I like to explain it.
So you're not going to be selling megawatts?
Probably not.
What will you be doing with your degree?
Living at home.
That's a good question.
The miserable dad is back. Any plans? Any aspirations?
I'd like to go to grad school eventually for finance or something.
Party for 4 more years. Yeah,
I like
got it.
school. Yeah, I like school.
All right, so our guest, Jerrell Freeman, okay, went to a branch of Baylor, okay? Is it A, Mary Hardin, B, Harry Garden, C, Jerry Martin?
A.
Hey, we got a winner! Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so I don't have the tickets on me. You'll be at will call, okay? So go out to Lucas Oil Stadium parking lot, get lubed up, bring those glasses, that snapback, those khakis, those Sperry's, Colts t-shirt, and get wild on Sunday, okay?
For sure, thank you.
Congratulations, man. Good luck with your life, too.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. Okay, Jeffrey, we got any questions? Or
We
anything?
do have some Twitter world questions for you, Pat. We're going to make it short and sweet. You did mention this earlier. This is from Kitten44_1 wants to know, are we going to be able to see you attempt a 60-yard plus field goal this season? I think you kind of answered that, Pat,
Yeah.
but elaborate a little bit for us.
Yeah, so we practice once a week, me kicking the dinger, the long ball, and I do pretty well at it. I think anybody that, I'm not lying. I think I do all right. So if the opportunity arises, hopefully we'll do it again. But I will tell you at halftime, the conversation between Coach Pagano and I was pretty hysterical. He said it was 69 yards, Pat. I said, chip shot, Coach Pagano. Chip shot. And he said, all right, I like it, Pat. I like the confidence. So maybe we'll see if the opportunity arises again, we might. Do we have any questions from the crowd?
I do have some questions for the crowd, but I want to work my way this way a little bit to this table over here.
Oh, it's a good-looking table. They look a bunch of co-eds?
This is the IU School of Journalism table.
Okay.
Here's your future.
And you brought them here. Why?
You have this to look forward to. The handsome, the bright, the neatly dressed Stephen Holder.
And Bob.
I'd like you, if you could, very briefly, to give them a few words of encouragement on what to expect and what they should do with their lives.
Make it better than the parenting words of advice.
Stephen, you're up first.
Well, I think what you've got to understand is that, you've got to be flexible in this business. And
this is awful.
Wait a minute. I mean, what I'm doing now, I didn't exactly learn this in journalism school. So you really do at this day and age, when you're going to journalism school, always be looking ahead, because what they're teaching you now, it won't hold, because we're in an ever-changing society, and especially in our business. So always stay a step ahead is my advice today, but get that ground foundation as well.
I think that's a good answer. Now, I want to give a little heads up. I don't know if you guys know who Bob Kravitz is, and I don't think anybody really does. because I heckle him a lot, but he is literally one of the most talented writers probably in the country. That's 100% serious too. He's like one of the most talented people, and he plays the devil's advocate a lot, and he's hated by a large majority of my teammates. But he is a really impressive writer. So what do you have to say to these young up and coming Bob Kravitzes?
I would say do what I did and sleep your way to the top.
That's right. That's right. He had sex with every chief, every editor, all the way up to the top, right? That's what we're talking about?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Just like the music business.
It's a wonderful, wonderful business to be in. It's hard to get in. It's hard to stay in, but it's so satisfying when you write something well on a tight deadline and you're able to capture the emotion of an event and the passion of it. It's a cool thing.
Awesome. Do you have any questions you want to ask now?
Anyone? You have time for one question.
Oh, in the back, we got a question. What's your name? What year are you in school? What do you plan on writing about? Do you have any STDs?
No.
You don't have to answer that last one. That is probably some sort of harassment. What's your name?
I'm Trisha. I'm a first-year grad student, and my question is, what are the chances the Jacksonville Jaguars go 0-16 this season?
We had that conversation in the press box, actually. They actually, I shouldn't say
I'm not
this.
allowed to answer that question.
Yeah, you got to play them again.
No, I think every team in the NFL is good. The year we went 2-14, there were like 5 or 6 games we could have won, should have won. It's not like college where teams have an outright advantage if they have the more scholarships and more publicity because everybody's paid. Like, we all make checks, so everybody wants to win. Like, there's not a single person in Jacksonville that is enjoying life right now. So I think it's very difficult to go 0-16, just because the human nature and the competitive spirit in there. But you never know. It takes a lot of close calls, too.
I'm not diminishing what you guys accomplished because I thought it was a very professional performance that you guys had out there. But to answer your question, yes, they are perfectly capable of going 0-16. They are awful. Gabbard is terrible. Maurice Jones-Drew is done. Other than that, they're fine.
Yeah, what he said.
Bob, what do you really think of the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Bob? How can you say that?
You know what? Let's wrap it up on that. You know what?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Hey, put your hands together. Bob Kravitz, Stephen Holder from the Indy Star. Thank you to our students from the IU School of Journalism. Fans at home, don't forget, please download the new Indy Star Sports Magazine from the App Store.
Gorman, is there anything else you want to say?
No, that should about do it.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, Gorman.
You can find that app at the App Store. Search Indy Star Sports. We are going to take a minute break. We are coming back with number 50, Jerrell Freeman, right here on the Indy Star Pat McAfee Show, driven by AndyMoore.com.
Now you can buy your next vehicle whenever you want it and from wherever you are. Shop from your computer, your tablet, or even your phone 24 hours a day. It's that easy. Search, select, secure, collect. Only at AndyMoore.com. Time to shop for your next vehicle? Now you can buy it online at AndyMoore.com. First, search by price or payment. Then select your vehicle. Secure approved financing and collect your car at the dealership. You do get more at AndyMoore.com.
Welcome back to Bob Kravitz's roast of the Jacksonville Jaguars. What? This is my favorite part of the show. I get to interview a guy that I've showered with a few times. Huge boobs on this guy, man. Works out a lot. He went to University of Mary Hardin, Baylor. He's from Waco. He was originally brought in by the Tennessee Titans in 2008. They said, you can't make it in this league. So they said, you're deported. Sent him to Canada. Played for the Saskatchewan Roughriders for 3 years. Dominated. Was player of the year a couple of times. Ryan Grigson becomes general manager of the Indianapolis Colts and says, hey, I know a guy who's living in Maple Syrup Town who's going to be really good. We bring him to our team, pay him a rookie salary, and all he does is become a top 5 tackler in the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerrell Freeman. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, man. How you doing?
Pretty good.
What size shirt is that? A double XL. Yep, no doubt. Over here. Here's a water for you, man. That's for you. Yeah, we just want to keep you hydrated. We're getting better at this here. Jerrell, have you seen Brian the breast cancer awareness unicorn?
Nah, I don't really know what's going on right now with that.
Yeah, it's a unicorn, you see, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So Brian here is spreading the spirit, spreading the joy. Right now he's taking a nap, but he'll be back at it. Hey, so right now, you are top 15 in the NFL in tackles and sacks. Okay, you don't even know that. You do not. You're going to have to talk to him like you're a very soft-spoken person. Last year, you were top 5 in tackles. I asked you 2 weeks ago to come on my show this week. So today, I go into Freeman. I say, hey, man, how'd you do in the game? He said, nothing to write about. That's what he says to me, right? I said, did you play well? He said, I think I sucked. And I said, and then you said, why are you having me come on the show? I am the most boring person in this locker room.
I'm just real chill, man. Just real laid back. You know, I'm like, I really love having me on the show.
They love you, though. These people love you. I don't even... That guy loves you. All right, so let's talk about this. Coming out of Mary Hardin Baylor. By the way, did you like the Jerry Garden Baylor? Okay. How did you end up there? I'm assuming you didn't just get good at football last year. How did you not get recruited in Texas to anywhere else?
It was just, I don't know. There was a lot of D1 guys that was on my team.
It hates you. That's smart. You know what to do. You're so big time now. Last year, he wouldn't have known that. I want to let you guys know. Oh. We don't want you to waste any of that bicep, you know. So, that one's not on. Ronnie, get in there. You got to dig deep. Talk into it.
Yo.
Hey, we're back. Okay, so how did you not get a D1 scholarship? You ended up at Mary Hardin Baylor.
I mean, I was like a guy playing out of position. I actually played defensive end and tight end and defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle? How much did you weigh?
Like 180, 185, just real quick. Pretty good move.
So your coach hated you?
Pretty much.
So you go to Mary Hardin, I assume you dominated Mary Hardin. Is that what happened?
That's
What is that, D3?
Yeah, Division III college, representing for the small school. Any small school guys out there?
No. No. I don't think so. She didn't graduate if she did. I think you did. I think you did graduate. I'm joking. She didn't graduate. So you bought out of D3. Did you go to the combine? Anything like that?
No combine. I had to actually go travel to Baylor for a pro day. You know, no scouts came to us, so I went to Baylor for a pro day. I guess they really didn't like me too much either.
So Tennessee Titans brings you in.
Right.
Did you play a preseason game?
I actually got cut right before we played a preseason game. And then they brought me back, and I played like the last 2 preseason games.
How'd you do then?
I went down on 1 kickoff.
That's it. You had 1 rep.
That's it.
Wow. So when did you say, screw this, I'm going to Canada? When did you do that?
I didn't even know there was a Canadian league. I tell you the truth, I promise.
Probably the most famous person to ever come out of the Canadian Football League. I didn't even know there was one up there.
I didn't. I got cut, went back to school, and helped help coach and everything. And I guess one of the coaches called me, and I was like, where?
Canada.
Canada, Saskatchewan.
What was Saskatchewan like?
Cold. Yeah, we played a couple minus 30 games out there.
Minus 30?
Yeah. It was nasty.
You know how cold your beer would have been, though, if you would have...
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, so you were there for 3 years.
Right.
What's the difference between Canadian football and the NFL? And why are there more guys up there that could play in the NFL like you did?
Yeah, it's because it's a lot of tweener guys up there. You know, it's a mix between the linebacker safety or linebacker DN. You know, it's just not. It's just so much more physical here. You gotta have your set position here, and yes, that passing league up there. You gotta just be able to cover and run, and I guess that's all I do out here. So.
Could Tim Tebow play in the Canadian Football League?
No, we couldn't. You gotta have like a real strong arm to see it. Like the field is so big. Yeah. I don't think.
Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter.
People are about to kill you on Twitter for that.
You got a lot of Tim Tebow lovers?
Not in here, but on the internet. There are a lot. Yeah, the camera goes to the World Wide Web. Oh, well.
I stand by my opinion.
Oh, I like it. Breaking Bad spoiler. Walt's dead. All right, so how did the Colts find you in Canada? You were player of the year up there?
Right, top defensive guy coming out of there.
How many teams wanted you in the NFL?
I had like 15 workouts or so, and then I had some more, but Grigson was like, nah.
You're coming here. So we offered you a pretty golden fruit to come here.
I mean, for a rookie free agent, yeah.
So when you got here, what did you expect? What did you expect? Because this is interesting to me because you had to have the biggest chip on your shoulder in the history. Like, you literally everybody passed over you twice. If you think about it. Coming out of college, they passed over you, and then you get player of the year in a foreign country, pass over you again. So coming into last year, you knew you were going to kill it? Did you know it? Because you did. You dominated. You absolutely, like I'm just telling you, you dominated last year. So did you know that was going to happen?
I just wanted to come and make a team. Like that was literally my mindset. Whatever they had to do to make the team, whether it was special teams, kicking, serving water.
You were going to kick.
It didn't matter to me.
Not up in here, Haas. I'll tell you that right now. So you're like, I told them, he's one of the nicest people in the world. Like, last year you were so cool and modest. He's super nice this year, but he's so big time now. He was top 5 in the league last year in tackles, and now everybody in the locker room says...
Everybody just gives me a hard time. I'm not really sure why. I can literally walk into a room and just get ragged on, and I didn't do anything.
You think they pick on you?
I think I really get picked on.
Hey, I got your back from now on. But later, whenever you're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, all I ask is that they show one clip of this. You know when you're giving your speech like Chris Carter? Mama, you're going to the Hall of Fame. And you're going to the Hall of Fame. And you're coming in the Hall of Fame. I want them to say, made an appearance on the Pat McAfee Show.
Yeah, I definitely. Hopefully I get a picture or something like that. I can just...
Oh, man, I got a picture for you. You're on it. I'm on it. Oh, look at this. Huh. I would ask you to sign it, Jerrell. But you're not on it. Don't feel bad. Feel good.
I was about to say something, but let me see the picture. Why are you not?
You're on this one. This was the original one. Yeah, you're on this one, you see? Gorman made this one today to make me feel good. But anyways, what have you thought about Indianapolis, Indiana, the people here, all that jazz, since you've got here? And what did you expect coming here?
We got real quiet.
We want to hear you.
Actually, people around are pretty nice, you know. Don't give you too much of a hard time. Don't treat you like you're big time. They treat you like a regular person around here. and I really appreciate that. So, what was I expecting?
Yeah, what are you expecting? We say you're coming to Midwest, Indianapolis.
No, I have no idea.
You didn't know what to think.
I was clueless.
You didn't even know we had a team like Canada.
Oh, I knew we had a team. This was a team I always played with on the game, you know, back when I was a little kid.
Are you a gamer?
I've kind of gotten away from it. You know, I got a lot more on my plate now. So.
Is all you do all day just work out? Is that what?
I work out a few times a week. Okay. It's not really 27 years. That's all I have right here. So I don't know.
You're 27 years old, and your body looks like that. I'm 26 and I look like this. This is embarrassing, really.
This is the first time I've been to Broadway.
They like to give you a big welcome, I think. Do you want to take maybe a question or two from the audience here in Broad Ripple?
Don't mind it at all.
Okay, good. Jeffrey, what?
All right, Pat, it is now time for the audience to ask questions. We're running a little late on time, so we're going to condense this. I'm looking for the lovely Christina. Is she available? Right here.
Oh, Christina.
Go ahead, Christina.
Hey. Christina, where are you from? What do you do?
Fishers, and I'm a teacher.
Okay, good. Teaching the future of America. What do you teach?
Kindergarten.
Kravitz, that's Kravitz's dream job. Did you hear his speech about kids?
Yeah, I was.
Do you have any kids?
No.
Are you going to now?
I'm not sure I will.
Kravitz, you sounded so miserable. Hey, scream into that thing. All right, go on. I'm sorry.
My first question is for Jerrell. Did you learn to snow ski in Canada?
Did I learn to snow? No.
Did you learn to make... Here, let's just run with all the stereotypes. Did you play ice hockey in Canada?
Not at all.
Did you eat maple syrup on everything?
Pretty much.
Did you ice fish?
No. When it got cold, I stayed inside. It was like right from the facility to the car to my house. That was it.
Did you do anything in Canada, not like hobby-wise, or were you focused on football? all the time?
The city that I was living in called Regina, it was.
You better stop living in Reginas, or you're gonna have one of them kids Kravitz was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
No, there was.
You get it because like Regina sounds like.
Yeah, they call it the city that rhymes with fun. So yeah.
One more question from the crowd.
Oh.
Oh, thanks, Hoss.
And Pat, what is the best prank that you've ever pulled on a teammate?
We got this on the first episode. You weren't watching, no big deal. Freeman, do you watch this ever? Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, I do.
Were you ever on Facebook Friday with me?
No, I got invited a couple times. Then
big time. So, anyways, biggest prank I ever played. I don't play pranks on people really. Training camp, there's some pranks that used to be the case, and we just wrap one coach's car with saran wrap. That's it. And if I get caught, I mean, look at this dude. If I get caught playing a prank on him, I get my ass kicked, just like that, just like that. Pat McAfee, ass kicked, just like that. You know what I mean? So I don't play pranks. I don't think anybody. If I could, and they would never find out. All right, so not to Freeman because he doesn't deserve it, but to those jerks that bully Freeman whenever he walks into a room. I want to ship somebody's car to Canada.
Really?
Like really bad, I want to do that. I want to get their keys, hire a tow company, Canada. That's what I want to do. So, because there's nothing you can do about that. You got to wait for that thing to come back from Canada. You are stuck. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So if your car ends up in Canada, it was Jeffrey Gorman. No question. Any other questions, Jeffrey?
Pat, we do have some more questions, but I'm running out of time. Next week, I promise you, we will get to your questions.
That's stupid.
But
This guy wants a question real bad, Jeffrey.
Go ahead. You don't need a mic.
Do you realize that you are being drafted in fantasy football leagues?
Realize. I did not know.
He
that.
asked
Oh.
if Jerrell realized he was being drafted in fantasy leagues. Do you know that?
Nah.
How?
Oh, I thought it was just defenses. It's pretty in depth.
Oh, wow. They don't have punters in fantasy football because fantasy football was founded by terrorists. See, I can say that, but you can't say anything about Tim Tebow. I'm going to let you know that.
Yeah, I'm done.
But you're slowly emerging as, I mean, it's going to be really fun to watch you emerge as the superstar in this league. I want to let you know that. And thank you so much for coming on, okay?
No doubt, no doubt.
Will you stick around for a segment called Fair Catchphrase?
I will stick around.
Okay, good. Jeffrey, back to you, boss.
It is time now to play Fair Catchphrase. We have some contestants that'll be making their way to the stage. Pat, will you explain the Fair Catchphrase game, please?
Okay, so here's the game. All right? It's a knockoff of the old game called Catchphrase, Taboo, $1 Million Password, all those things. A word will be held up over my head by this beautiful lady right here. A member of the audience will be my partner, who is this. Hi. Is this.
I'm Kristen.
Hey. Pat. Are you my partner?
Yes, are you lucky?
Oh, yes, I guess so. So Kristen is my partner. She will describe the word being held over my head without saying the word. We have 1 minute. The team that gets more correctly will win. You will win an opportunity to win $1,000 at the end of the season. Okay? So this is a lot of pressure. And you said your name's Kristen?
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
Good question.
Kristen has some drunk friends from a D3 school, right? Those are the same people.
There we go.
That's the small school people, right?
I went to IU. Most small school people. Do you need a personal assistant? Do you need a personal stylist? I'm looking for a job, so.
Well, you're looking for a job? What did you go to school for?
Apparel merchandising business.
Apparel merchandising. So we just make up degrees now.
That's why I'm here, not employed. So thank you, IU.
Well, so you buy clothes for people?
Yes. When we buy clothes for you.
How do you feel about this costume right here?
Well, I noticed your socks earlier. Big fan.
See? You would think I got a degree in apparel. White belt, how do you feel about it? That's grad school. That's grad school. Zinger. No. I'm happy to be your teammate. You look fabulous. You look absolutely fabulous. I appreciate that. I like the spikes on the shoes. Let's go gladiator some shit. All right. Stuff. Gosh.
Are you ready, contestants?
Fudge. That was my first big slip of the year.
Are we ready? We are 3.
Gorman will tell you how much time you have
and
left.
2, and go.
Oh, he just died. You killed it on Twitter.
Walt.
The show. Spoiler alert.
Breaking Bad. He is not a guy.
Adam Levine.
Really good looking.
Yeah, what's the band?
Oh, Maroon 5.
It's in the sky and it can poke you.
It's in the sky and it can poke me. Oh, that thing.
The Seahawks.
The pin. I'm not playing for him ever. Next, I don't know the name. I know what you're talking about though. The Eiffel Tower.
Okay. You post selfies on it on
Instagram.
Thank you very much. Oh, what October?
9,
Things are
8,
changing.
Fall,
6,
autumn.
5,
Breast cancer.
4,
Boobs.
3,
Fall
2,
season.
1. That
Fall
is your time,
down.
Patrick. How many correct?
Fall.
You have 3 correct, Pat.
What's
3.
the word?
Fall foliage.
Fall what? Fall foliage.
Wow.
What? Leaves.
Hey, put your hands together for Kristen.
You did
everybody.
great. How many do we get? Fall foliage. You got screwed. I appreciate you a lot.
Freeman, it is
You
your
can come right
time.
over here. We're gonna win.
You
I
can
think.
stand over here, Jerrell.
Fall foliage.
If it's any of those cards, I'm.
Your
right here.
contestant is from Anderson. Put your hands together. This is Jason.
Hey, Jason, what's up, man?
Jason?
Here's your mic. So you're from Anderson?
Yep.
What do you?
true Colts training camp, right?
That's right. Texas Roadhouse, too.
That's right.
That's where I hang out at every night. So what do you do for a living, bub?
Project manager for an athletic equipment company.
Project manager for an athletic equipment company.
We sell basketball goals, soccer goals, football goalposts, you name it, we sell.
You sell goalposts?
Yep.
How wide is an NFL goalpost?
Hell if I know.
Good. All right, good luck, Jason. His name's Jerrell.
Are you ready?
I need you to talk into the microphone, Jerrell. The number to lose is 3. Okay? If there better be something similar to fall foliage on this.
I wouldn't have got
okay?
Maroon 5.
Here we go.
Yeah.
In 3, and 2, and go.
Oh.
In a car, you go backwards.
Reverse?
×2.
Double reverse?
This guy's played the game before.
Hell if I know. Band, famous band.
Boy.
Not Maroon 5, sorry.
The Beatles, like back in the day, man?
Pass. What he said you're being drafted on.
Fantasy football?
Thank you.
That's a good one.
Adam Levine is on what show as a judge? Singing show. What am I speaking with?
Oh my goodness, The Voice.
Thank you.
Oh, aren't we just Mr. Pop Culture?
Reservoir on the east side. All the rich people live there.
7,
Yeah, you can't
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. How many correct? Patrick, 3 correct. You had 3 correct.
Oh, I thought we won. All that means is, okay, so you guys tied. So you're both going to go into the drawing for $1,000, okay? So great job, man.
Kristen,
We got
Jason, put your hands
t-shirts
together.
for you after the show, I think. And thank you so much, Jason. Kristen, you did great. If you want to, I'll get you a T-shirt afterwards. I don't know if you would appreciate its design or apparel, but whatever the case. No, you did all right. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope you guys had fun. I'd like to thank my man, number 50 in your hearts. No, you're number 50 in the program. Probably like number 2 or 3, 4. Security. Number 1 in your hearts. Thank you so much for coming, man. Keep balling out, okay? You can go on and get out of here. See you, man. Big game. I'd like to thank Bob Kravitz, Stephen Holder, the Indy Stars so much for putting this together. I really appreciate it. Andy Moore for doing this thing. The lovely Jeffrey Gorman for being a happy host. I'd encourage you, I'd implore you to go ahead and snoop around this IndyStar.com. Check out some greatly written articles by people who once sat in these chairs right over here. Read up on some stuff. We got great writers over here. And I hope you tune in next week. We're going to try to get a win against Seattle. Russell Wilson's a wild animal. Thank you so much to the men and women of our military. Feel free to donate to my foundation at patmcafeefoundation.com. Tell the government to get back in their damn jobs and stop getting off their ass. And I'll see you guys next week. Let's go Pirates, okay? Let's do this. Let's go Pirates. Thank you guys so much. Hey, thanks for coming, man. Thank you for coming. Oh, you're the best. Hey, sir, how's it going? Good.